Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, now we discuss about student-centered teaching with constructionist technology. Yeah, we have known that student-centered teaching here that uh, it encourages students to active in the class. So, what is how the way with the constructionist technology? Okay, let's. Okay, according to Piaget, constructionism is to default to people to learn best with producing real representation of their knowledge. So the real knowledge here, the student, what can he get in the class? He also learn. For example, teacher. I'm the English teacher. I want to teach my student about simple present tense or about narrative using Google Classroom. I should to teach them how to make content in the Google Classroom. After the teaching, we must give them project for the next assignment. For example, next meeting is learn about procedural text, and I asked students to make procedural text in the Google Classroom, and I must uh, teach to about how to make the content in the Google Classroom. Okay, then the concept is making is thinking. So when what I say here, student also uh, think here think here when he make the assignment use the technology. They not only learn about the material which the teacher given, but also how to make, how to use, how to make, and how to use the technology, the application. And then in the learning process is draw, make like physical manipulation of virtual representation. It means the learning process material which we given not only based on the book and writing in the whiteboard, but also we would take advantage of the technology. We must manipulate in the technology. For example, we want to make narrative text, narrative text. We also give some picture here, some narrative based on the media, not based on the book, not based on the text, textual focus. No. And then the most important is there is pre-service teacher. What does it mean, the pre-service teacher? The best one in the education before the teacher teach the student, they should be test, they should get a course how to teach student. If we if we relate to the technology, we must give training to the teacher how to use the technology, how to use the application before play to the student. Okay. The same what I see here. The technology not only for the high school, but from the elementary school, we can use it. For example, Scrap, there are many games there for kindergarten, for elementary school. And the most important here, they learn through design, finding solution and creating their own. This concept which make them encouraged to be active in the class in the using of technology. Okay, according to Fleck, the use of technology, future classroom will make radical change. What will radical change? It will move from the Earth model to the modern model, of course, because in technology there is the what is combination. Uh, there is combination method here. If the student to use the seeing, uh, like to see the picture, the technology have been completed by some color, some picture, and the other. The principle of constructiveness is learning by making. Okay, remember please, learning by making, not learning, um, doing by learning. No, but learning by making. He do what the teacher give by learning, and the next is making. after he used the segment of the theory, he also making the content, subject content with the technology. Okay, in this the research, the student provided by Web 2.0 and multimedia, which consists of digital interactive media project, My Classroom Wiki, dictionary podcast, and social bookmaking. What is the digital interactive media project? Okay. Let's see one of the digital media project. Uh, one of them is Scratch. Yeah, Scratch here there is animation, stories, there is games, stories. We can make with myself here how to make stories. For example, make narrative. We can create stories. If you want to make game, we can choose the feature of game and also animation. In this application, we must train hard because if we don't have if we don't have animation background, we must learn hard here. But the result is very good because it is provide with some sound, with some picture, and yes, the other. Let me see. Okay, like this one. Okay, describe there are some project which have maybe I don't know, maybe there is potato creator. This rainbow, what is it? It is about the educational project. Yeah, it is not game, it is not entertainment, but it is the educational. If you are for educator want to make it, use the educator here. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. And the next is My Classroom Wiki. Like it is similar to Google Classroom Wiki here, but the is more easy than Wiki here. Then I think My Classroom Wiki is more complicated than Google Classroom. Here we can put the video, but the video we cannot take directly the videos or the YouTube, but we must take the URL and then put in the column here. And also it is similar to the Gnomio. If you want to put the subject here, it is has some column. It is same the technique like Gnomio, but Gnomio is more difficult than My Classroom with YT. The last one, then educational podcast use garbage audio cat. Yeah, the podcast were no longer than 1 to 3 minute. Content lead in the lead on music and sound effect and heavily audible speech. Yeah, if you want to listening, maybe it is very good to use the podcast. Podcast have many here. There is news. There it is content news and the other and for educational question have many kinds here. We can sit with ourselves. And there is social bookmarking. What is social bookmarking? Okay, social bookmarking website find article based on the one interest, allow user to connect with other view which website they like and recommend article user find helpful and information. Oh, there is playlist here. One of them is which I have known is Facebook. Maybe also social bookmarking here is WhatsApp. Uh, there is Pinterest maybe. Yeah, Yahoo. Okay, thank you. I think this is all about the social benchmark. We have maybe Facebook and then the other social media. Okay, thank you for our meeting. If you have questions, please ask to me. And we must to practice about Scratch. It is very interesting. Thank you. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.